This is the man, rah, 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 the Mitch, rah, 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 the legend, rah, 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 Mitch Vallon, and you are listening to Uncorked with Kit.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the 12th edition of Uncorked with Kit. Today is Friday, March 19th, 2021. My guest today is the realest talent in the business, no joke. I was introduced to him when I was a 14-year-old fan, and he single-handedly changed the way I viewed wrestling. He immediately became one of my favorite wrestlers on the planet, don't fucking tell him that, because I felt the passion that he has for this business that I could only hope to emulate as a performer. He's an international deathmatch star, locker room leader, he's gang affiliated, MDK, all fucking day, duh. And somebody I love to fuck with every chance I get. This is the King, Nick fucking Gage. What's up, man?
Motherfucking God.
What's happening,
man?
Motherfucking
kid.
Oh. Thanks for fucking
finally
showing up. Do you hear me?
You know what, man? I have a soft, and I consider you a friend of mine. I consider you a trainer partner of mine, and anything I could do for you, Kit, man, I'll do for you, man.
Thank
You're
you,
a
man.
good dude.
I appreciate it. Dude, so the show, it's Uncorked with Kit, and
if we ever get a fucking ring, I'm gonna smash your fucking head in.
Yeah, I'll see you there, man. Yeah. Well, listen, let me be, this is Uncorked with Kit, and every show I get a bottle of wine that I think fits, describes the person that I'm interviewing. I went to the wine store, and literally the first fucking thing I see is this wine called fucking King Cab, all right? And, so that obviously, that's you. But this is the only time I'm ever going to be fucking nice to you, and I want you to know this. You, when I first went to a CZW show, you were the first guy that I saw that I was like immediately, a fan. And, they say never meet your heroes, and isn't that fucking true? But you got me hooked on the independent scene, and, so I definitely contribute a lot what I do now because of you. So that's the nicest thing I'm gonna fucking say to you.
Damn, I must have been doing something wrong with you. Your wrestling style sucks. Somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Hey, keep it. I appreciate that, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
We had, there's a whole bunch of questions we got for you, man. That people to be honest, man, they blew me up with questions.
Shut the fuck up. Listen, one more thing. I don't mean to cut you off, bro. But I really think you're one of the most underrated wrestlers out there today that people ain't really watching out for, but they need to. And I just wanted to throw that out there, man.
Dude, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. And
now, go ahead.
All right, go ahead, buddy.
Just the show, man, like as much as I love to talk about myself, and I do appreciate it. Like, I really do. That means a lot. I know these people here fucking listening don't give a shit about Kid Osborne. They give a shit about you, and they probably are wondering what the fuck I'm going to ask you. So what I want to start with, man, is, give you to promote what you do when you're not in the ring. Dude, you have to tell me about Cameo. I want to know what's been the most absurd request you got, and then and what's been your favorite one.
I'm gonna start off with my favorite one, and then I'll tell you some crazy ass weirdo cameo I got.
All right.
So at first I got these cameos, and I wasn't really down with it, man. I didn't know anything about that. I kind of stay away from that corny shit, And I did one, and then I did another, and then I would just see these. I guess when people write in for the cameo,
yeah,
they want you to say, so much inspiration coming from these people. I didn't realize how much lives I touched, and Cameo shows that. So I kind of fell in love with it, man. I love it, and it's a way for me to connect to my fans, man. And it's dope. I try to keep the money to a low.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to hit pockets out here because, you know, our fan base is blue collar, hardworking people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them are pretty. So I wanted to keep it at 25 so people can afford it. But I'll tell you what, kiddos, every time I do one of them cameos, I give it 110 fucking %.
Dude, that's why they're fucking so much fun to watch. Like, everybody enjoys that shit. You know, I mean, even I had to get one. I mean, I know that I also know that came from the fucking heart, too, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It did, man. It's still a mark. Heart.
So when did you start training to be a wrestler, and who actually first trained you?
Okay. So it goes back in the day, man. Me, my brother Justice Payne, Brian Standen, aka TCK, which means tables, chairs, and chaos. We had Lobo, Joe Eubank. We had Zandig, aka what the fuck was his name before Zandig? The fake Artemis Warrior. Talent, and then like, I'll tell you the truth, man. We wrestled in the backyard during high school, man, and we were crazy, and we would draw crowds and all this shit. We would sell hot dogs and T-shirts and all that shit, man. And one of our tapes loaded into a guy I went to high school with. Well, his dad was part of the NWA New Jersey. So they got the tape over to John because John was just starting to open up his wrestling school, the Combat Zone.
Yeah.
And he invited us down to, take our bumps and check us out. But you want to hear the funny part is I was playing baseball at the time, and I missed the workout. I couldn't find the
shit.
Yeah, the building was in school, and I was in the cut, and I just didn't know where to turn left and go down this hill, and I missed it. I remember I got home, man. My brother, we got in a fist fight over that shit, man.
I can't.
But I won that fist.
Oh yeah, did you?
I could slam.
So actually, well, like, what are your thoughts, man? When you started training, like, what was it like? You know, I want to at least establish that, and then I want to get your opinion on like how things are now and how much they've changed over the years and all that.
You cut off on me a little bit, kid.
I said I wanted to get your thoughts on, you know, first of all, how were you trained? Like, what was that day-to-day like from like the beginning when you first stepped in the ring, or even when they didn't let you, to, you know, like compare it to how it is now, you know, a little bit more lenient, but a lot more structured maybe. What do you think?
The way I train and the way they train now, is that what you're trying to ask me?
Yeah.
The way I trained, I was trained by Jeff Dahmer. Shout out to Jeff Dahmer. He was one of the best students. One of the best teachers. He can actually teach you the move and then literally break it down and explain to you why that move's being put on.
Right.
Him and Homicide's been the two best guys I've ever been around to know how to teach this wrestling the right way, man. And so, you know, you got to look at my career, man. I literally started training, and before you knew it, John opened up the Combat Zone fucking wrestling, you know, company. And before you know it, I'm in Japan at 19, you know. And I started wrestling at 18, training at 18. Last I started training at 17, but by 19, I'm in Japan.
Dude,
you know?
right place, right time, man.
Yeah, man, and it's just I'm learning, man, and I got so good, man. It was just second nature to me. I loved it. I just wish I was more mentally focused on getting into that gym and working out. I mean, it sucked for me to get to prison to figure out that I actually do love lifting and I actually do love working out. And since my injury healed, I've been back in the gym for about 6 weeks straight, man.
That's good, man. Dude, it's a form of therapy. Like and I'm sure it definitely got your mind off, which I want to get into, the things with prison and all that, but not right now. But I mean, at the time, I mean, when you're training that young, man, and then you get to go to Japan, like the last thing you're probably thinking about is going to the gym. You're like, dude, this is blowing my mind. Like, you go from like, hey, I'm not leaving the Jersey area, like in that, our Northeast area. And then all of a sudden you're traveling, 20 hours to a whole other universe, and that's a lot to take on at 19 years old.
Yeah, I had no problem taking that on. What it was is, I always been a big guy. I mean, I always been like 240, but not like sloppy. I didn't have man tits and all that shit. I was just a solid 240. I mean, clearly I was out of shape, and I always thought, well, that'll get me by, So, but
dude,
eventually you got to start hitting.
Yeah.
And then Japan.
Yeah.
Japan, when I went to Japan, I just shut my mouth and soaked everything up. You got to figure we're wrestling 21 days out of 30 days, like a WWE schedule. So it was pretty dope, man.
It's hard to get used to, man. Like, it's not like you can just do it. Like any week off that we're not taking a bump is like a fucking year, Well,
what it was is John, man. John's just awesome, bro. So he cut a deal for all the CZW talent to go over there. Shout out to John. I know when he did my documentary coming up, he kind of cursed them out and told them to get the fuck out of there.
I believe
it. John's my fucking guy. I wish he would have done that. I wish he wouldn't have kicked them guys out of there because I really wanted his opinion in my documentary.
Yeah.
Like John. And at that time, man, I would have went to war and back with that guy. And while everybody was quitting the company, like my brother and other people, fuck that. I stayed there, and I'm a rider, man.
Why did your brother quit the company?
Well, XPW was knocking on the door, if you remember that.
Yeah, right after ECW.
So what they did is, excuse me, Kip, they moved into the ECW arena and took it over, and it was their arena. So we had to move and shit like that. And while that was going on, Chris is going behind people's backs and trying to cut a deal with XPW.
Right.
And it's kind of fucked up. Even though my brother's passed right now, I still haven't forgotten about that, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm a loyal dude, and and I'll always be loyal. So I don't know, man.
Dude, I mean, it's awesome that I didn't know that you went to Japan like within a year's, right out of training. That's fucking badass.
Lived over there.
I mean, it's no different. And then to go, into how things are like now, and like how I know training. Like, first, what are your thoughts on how kids are trained now, and then how it's probably like I think it's kind of overjudged, how different it is, or lenient.
What do you mean, train weight wise and all that stuff?
No. Like the wrestling training, like, and how different it is. Like, I remember, when I was training at CZW, it wouldn't be, I wasn't allowed to get any offense in for like fucking years, and then you kind of just, you're like, oh, that's right. They're trying to teach me that I have to fucking do it on my own, like not wait and listen, but kind of, be kind of just do it on my own. Like if it was me and you in a match and I'm, a year in green, and then I'm told like, you're not allowed to get anything in. And it's like, well, fuck that. Like, I want to get something in, like,
Who was your trainer there?
Drew, Gulak and fucking, and DJ.
Yeah. Well, DJ Hyde sucks. Drew Gulak's awesome, man.
Yeah. And John Dahmer too.
And I'm proud of Drew because he worked his ass off, man. And him to get into the big company is fucking dope, man.
Dude, yeah. There was one question I got. It was about before you got hurt at AEW. Was that a thing that was on the table? This is just a question that was asked. Was there any thought into that? Was there anybody that reached out to you?
Yeah, well, Kit, you know me, man. I got people handling that business for me. I focus on wrestling.
I hear you.
They did reach out. I think maybe somebody told me they wanted me to do a battle royal or some shit like that. Is that what it was?
Yeah, maybe it could. I have no idea. I'm asking.
Well, you know, I don't want to do no battle royal, man. I want to go in there and show my fucking abilities as a motherfucking wrestler. So that means I want to go one-on-one and put me in a tag match, and I'll let you know how I get fucking down.
So you're going to tell me they offer you $10,000, you ain't doing a battle royal? You're full of shit.
That's exploding barbed wire shit. You know? That just shows you that GCW runs this shit. We are the best deathmatch company in the fucking world. And that showed last night. The fucking sparklers went off. And poor Chris Moxley had to sit in there and deal with that shit.
Yeah, that was rough. That was fucking real rough.
Yeah. It's probably that Don, what's his name? Who runs that Callis guy, right?
Yeah, I think he does the
TV.
Yeah.
What do? They behind each other in the ring, right? Sucking each other's dicks in the ring, right? That part?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know who runs AEW. I have no idea.
They had Eddie Kingston in the ring after he saved Moxley.
Yeah, I know. Like dive on him. Yeah, it was.
Lay down and say 69 position. Fucking weird, man. Weird shit. You're doing weird shit, man. They're never gonna get past it to WWE, man, by doing weird shit like that.
Ah, man.
Fuck about that, man. I'm on a mission to be the best deathmatch wrestler there is today. Because we've got a bunch of these young guys coming up thinking they can take the throne. But, you know, it takes more than having a couple good matches to be the fucking king, man. I've been doing this shit for 22 years, non-stop, besides, you know, went away for, I went to Disneyland for 4.5 years.
You were on vacation.
7 years.
So, when did you first realize, you know, that you were, you know, you were that locker room leader, you know, like when did you feel like your opinion actually mattered to people? Like, you know, if you sat me down and you were giving me, you know, you were really giving me like, you know, your opinion on things, like what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. When did you feel like you had, you know, your opinion mattered and it had merit?
When it came out of prison, I figured everything out when I was locked up prison. I had time to sit down and really reflect and think about that shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love this business, man. And you know that, Kit. And, you know, I don't know if I just said one day I woke up and said, you know what, I'm going to be the leader of this locker room. I think it just comes back from days, man, of loving this fucking business and getting guys hyped for their matches. And I just wanted, you know, this is back in CZW days. I just wanted CZW to be the best motherfucking company running today as far as independence. So I would just get guys fired up. But I started falling in love with it, man. And, you know, I'm a veteran, man. I got 22 years. And if guys have their ears open, especially you, Kit, I got no problem spitting some game and helping you out to get better. You know, that's just the way I am. Raised by my mom that way, so.
You know, it comes off, I bet you a lot. I mean, a lot of people are definitely intimidated. I mean, I'm certainly not. I mean, to me, you're a bitch and you've been one for years, but I'm not afraid to go up to you and ask your opinion on things. Like, and I think more people should.
Remember that last match me and you had?
Yeah, G-Ravers thing.
Yeah,
I beat the shit out of you all over that fucking ring. You lucked out.
You can't even say that with a straight face. That's why he took another sip of wine.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, you know, I'm always down for another one.
Man, I like wrestling you, man, because I like to beat the fucking shit out of you. Yeah. The next time I'm going to wrestle you, I'm probably going to make your face so your loved ones can see you. you and be like, oh my God, what the hell happened to your face? And you could be like, Nick fucking Gage.
You wouldn't want to ruin my face, and I know it.
I got no problem doing that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure somebody's going to be listening to this, so there's the offer. There's your challenge. So obviously, I accept it via FaceTime.
This is all we can get is 35 motherfuckers.
Dude, there's a lot. They keep coming and going. There's a lot more, and this is more for Spotify. This live thing is just it's a better way to record, and then it gives fans a chance to hear from you right away.
So you can ask me whatever the fuck you want, kid. I'm an open book, man. I'm proud of my fucking background. I'm proud of who I am. I know I fucked up and made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I try to bounce back from them and try to live life to the best of my abilities. Yeah. I've been with this fucking wife for about fucking 30 years now, and it's just, everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Good, and I will ask you anything. I'm going to start off right now. I'm going to ask you about when you decided to rob the bank. I want to know what went through your mind right before you went through those doors.
Okay. So, I was down and out, man. Everybody knows this. And when I'm down and out and I need to, get some cash flow, man, I got no problem robbing somebody. But there was nobody to rob. Well, you ain't got no money, so why the hell would I rob you? Second off is...
Don't carry cash.
I got all fired up, and I said, you know what? I'm robbing a motherfucking bank today. So I went down to the one bank. I walked in, I scoured the bank, and I was like, oh, fuck. They had the doors fucking locked and all that shit, so I left. So when I left the bank, I was so upset with myself because I didn't rob the bank that I'm talking shit to myself all the way down the fucking road like, you fucking pussy. You can't rob the fucking bank, you fucking pussy. You're the worst. And I'm just getting into myself till I get to the Bank of America.
Yeah.
So I walk in Bank of America. I write the fucking note. I hand it to the chick. She starts fucking bugging out. And I say, listen, calm down. It's going to be okay. Give me the fucking money now. So she started giving me the money, and, I had to threaten her a couple of times to, speed it up, but gave her the money, and then she started reaching down for the big wad of money, but I was a little insecure if that was going to be the die pack, because I went to spend the money.
Yeah.
So I got there and, went to AC and spent the money and enjoyed myself.
Yeah. When you, after the days that followed, because you're a fucking idiot, and the one time you don't wear a bandana, out of all the fucking times, man, and I know you shit on yourself for it and whatever, but really, the one fucking time.
I will, this, kid. This is why I didn't wear the face masks, because I wanted to get away with it. I wanted to go in there and get that fucking money and be able to spend that money and enjoy myself before I have to go away to prison. So that's why I didn't wear a mask. If I would have went in there with a mask, because I had no game plan.
Yeah.
This wasn't a game plan. Wasn't a week ahead advance.
Right.
Saying I'm going to bank. This was spur of the moment that day, saying I'm robbing a bank.
Right.
So I wanted to go there and get that fucking money. And I feel like if I wore a mask, shit might have went down, man. Someone might have hit the 911 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, without I got you. But
they're going to find out who it is and who it's not. They're good at their jobs.
Yeah.
But that was a godsend, because that literally got me in prison and literally changed my life to the better, and was able to work out and get my mind, body, and soul correct. So,
dude,
everything worked.
And I have a big question when it comes to when you're in jail, but the one thing I wanted to know what emotions you went through you know, when you knew, like at this point, like you could have been an AC, it could have been afterwards, that you knew you were either going to get caught or you had to turn yourself in. Like what was, like how many different emotions went through your mind when you're like, dude, I don't know about jail. Like I have no fucking idea. Like what went through your head like during this time before you and you turned yourself in? When you're like, do you hear me?
Yeah. No, I can't hear you. Say it again.
I'm sorry. I was saying after the days I followed, like, you know, when you knew, when you're an AC or maybe after, that you knew, you know, that you're going to either get caught or you're going to have to turn yourself in, you know, what emotions went through your head, you know, before you did turn yourself in? Like, fuck, jail. I don't know what to expect. Like, what were all the emotions that went through?
I'll go to jail and handle that shit. I got no problem handling fucking jail. That's my surroundings. All I wanted to do before I turned myself in was smoke a fat ass blunt, drink a 40, and kick it with my girl, you know? And once I went in there, the cops were so cool to me that they bought me a fucking Big Mac and everything like that.
Jesus.
So it was pretty dope. Yeah, they bought Big Mac, fries, and a soda.
Well, shit. All right. Well, so when you were in jail, you know, when those doors fucking closed, man, and you're there, like you're just part of the population. You know, not just about yourself, you know, from living in it that affects you, but like, what did you take from jail, you know, from prison that, you know, that you still, that affects your life now, that like still, you know, it changed the way you think?
What did I take out of prison to apply myself today?
Yeah, that you still do.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I worked on a cow farm, and it created it made me realize that I am a hard worker. My mom was a really hard worker, man. She would just bust her ass raising me and my brother, man. And when she got cancer, man, she still worked her ass off.
Yeah.
So I get that hard work from my mom, Duke. So once I went to prison and got that job on the cow farm, it made me realize that I could work hard. And, you know, I got hard work in my body, in my ability, you know, in my mind. And so I took that out of prison and applied into the in the weight room, man, in the gym room, and applied it to wrestling. And so that's what I took out of it, that, you know, I'm a hard worker.
Good, man. I mean, I'm glad when you came back, dude. I mean, like I didn't think you could ever look like that. Like, so, you know, you were jacked out of your mind. And, you know, obviously, and you, for the most part, man, you've kept it, you know, even though recently you've been, I mean, yeah, you've been hitting the gym now, but like, I've been on your ass for like a fucking year. So I'm glad that you're finally back, you know, back in the gym doing it.
Yeah. Well, you know, how about I put it this way? Some of the promoters weren't meeting my standards. You know what? Fuck you, and I'll stop fucking working out, and I'll come in here looking like this, and do half matches, or I'll wrestle how much you pay me to my ability. How about that, Kit?
Hey, you know, I have no argument, man. I mean, you just better not do that to me. You know, if you and I work again, I swear to God, if you half-ass it, I'm gonna show you up. That's all. I'm gonna call you out, and everybody's gonna see it.
I just want to keep it real, Kit, and I'm going to put it out there. These promoters need to start paying these boys a little better, man. Because before this COVID hit, these houses were fucking packed. And we were drawing big-ass crowds. So it don't make sense, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, promoters are getting new cars, new houses. Wrestlers are getting new scars. And maybe a pair of Jordans.
Yeah. Dude,
you know, and I'm trying to bring this shit back to where fucking the boys start getting paid better, especially in death matches where we're laying our fucking lives on the line, you know, and we can't get a bonus or nothing like that. So what I'm trying to do, man, is I got MDKallday.com. So what I do with that is I take other wrestlers that I worked with and I start making merch for them. So the fucking merch guys can stop ripping off the fucking wrestlers. So I open up my own company where I do my own merchandise, MDKallday.com, with my boy Cali Mike.
Okay.
And what we're doing is we're making sure the fucking boys are getting paid properly for their merch.
That's good, man.
And they're not getting fucking raised to where they gotta pay fucking $10 for a shirt.
Yeah. Dude,
so what I'm doing is I'm keeping it fucking real for the boys, because I love the boys. And through MDK.com, we're gonna be able to have merchandise for everybody, man. For all the boys. And then I'm gonna start doing this podcast, and we're gonna have some people on there. And we're gonna start talking about these promoters. We're gonna start talking about money. We're gonna start talking about maybe a union or an independent union. I got a lot of topics I want to get off my head. And the only way I seem like I got to do this is through, through podcasts, man. The only way I can really open my mouth and reach the masses. So that's my game plan for this year.
Good, man. So it's MDKallday.com.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, please share that. And
man, that motherfucker's know what it is, man.
Dude, I mean, you're preaching to the choir. I mean, it's not fucking easy. Like, I mean, I can ask you, what's your fucking, what's the worst kind of, what do you hate the most in deathmatch wrestling? As in, pain-wise. And really, realistically, man, everything fucking hurts. But with adrenaline, it doesn't, But we don't really get paid, as if a promoter kind of did it.
I'll tell you what about deathmatch wrestling. I hate the shitty-ass wrestlers that try to do deathmatch wrestling, and it makes it look like shit. And there's tons of them out there, and they're actually, to be honest with you, you're actually getting a little applause. They're getting a little bit of a push, or whatever the fucking words you want to use in wrestling, because it seems like deathmatch wrestling is the in thing right now. But I watch some of these matches, and these fucking guys suck. Okay? They know how to swing shit, but that's about it. They don't know how to tell a story. They don't know how to sell. They don't know how to do any of that shit, man.
Yeah.
They don't know how to build a match. They don't know when the heat's coming. They don't know when the comeback's coming. They don't know any of that shit, man. They don't understand the story of the match to how to start the match.
Yeah, they don't. It's not about the fucking weapons are involved, but it's still the story.
You're not gonna be able to fucking end the match. So all them deathmatch fake ass wannabes, get your fucking game up or quit the fucking business. Because guess what? We ain't having that shit in 2021, and I got no problem taking a booking, coming to your fucking state and fucking you up.
Dude, I mean, you're right.
Sorry, I get a little emotional about this shit, but I love deathmatch wrestling, man. And when I was in prison and they try to bury that shit and throw it to the curb, yeah, CZW, DJ Hyde, all them cornballs said, you know what? This deathmatch wrestling shit, we're just going to have to get rid of it. We're going to have to start doing real shit. What happened? As soon as I got out of that motherfucker, I put that shit back on the fucking map.
Dude, to go back,
you know what that scumbag did too? He fired my fucking manager, Dewey Donovan, and he fired my rest in peace tag team partner, Nate Hatred, soon as I fucking went to jail. Fired both of them right away.
Yeah.
So fuck DJ Hyde. And you know what I did as soon as I got out? I hit Dewey on the phone. I hit my fucking tag team partner from hell on the phone. And we were at On Point Wrestling. And we're ready to tear shit up.
Hell yeah.
All right, Hatred, man. I love that guy. He's one of my favorite guys to be around. And it sucks that he's passed away. Yeah. But I'm always going to keep his name alive. So every time you see me, I'm going to be shouting out rest in peace, Nate Hatred, and I'm gonna be shouting out rest in peace, my motherfucking brother Justice Payne.
Hell yeah, man, dude. To go back, you know, the way I look at how you describe deathmatch wrestling now, you know, with you know, guys that are that made their name not in deathmatch wrestling, but they wanted to dabble in it, you know, just to show their you know, what they can do. You know, really it's the same as every you know, every worker that, you know, picks up a broom and they sweep every single day and every single show. They get absolutely no credit because they're just expected to do it. But the second somebody who never does picks up a broom and starts sweeping, they get all the fucking credit in the world. And that's kind of what it seems to be. And, you know, that's how I can relate it to deathmatch wrestling. You know, when big superstars decide to do it. And there's nothing wrong with them doing it. It's just, you just want it done right.
Yeah. And that's why they always call Nick Gage.
I would never call for you. When
You're not.
So in wrestling, man, and this might be a hard, and you can give me a few. What's your biggest accomplishment? And if you have one favorite match, you know, or a few, name them off.
Wow, good question.
An accomplishment doesn't need to be a fucking title. It just means, like, dude, you said you went to Japan at 19. Fuck. Like, all expense paid trip to Japan at 19, 1 year in, that's a fucking accomplishment. No, whether you're in the right place at the right time, that's something to pat yourself on the back about.
I'll throw this one at you. TOS, I'm not sure which one it was, but it was at the Game Changer World.
Okay.
And I was wrestling in a, deathmatch tournament, you know, tournament survival. Well, the night before, I went out drinking with my girl, and we got very plastered, man. Plastered. I don't know where I was at. Someone had to come get us. We're arguing in the parking lot. Someone had to come get us. They get us. Finally, I get to the show the next day, and they're like, "Oh, Gage, rah, 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 rah." So, I went in there, and my first match was with Jimmy Lloyd, I believe.
Okay.
And I fucking destroyed him. Then my second match was Sequel Pay, and the third match was with Tremont. But I got this cut, man, from the razor board in my stomach, and it wouldn't stop bleeding through the whole entire night.
Ugh.
I just pushed through, man, and I was losing a lot of blood because I was getting very dizzy and pale, and I was proud to push through all them fucking matches. And after the matches, to get a shower, I had to sit on a chair and let the water hit me because I couldn't stand, man.
Yeah, you lost. Yeah.
So I was proud to finish that tournament with the lack of blood I was losing, man. So
Shit.
that was one of my favorites. One of my things I'm proud of. What was the second part of the question?
I was gonna. That was one of your favorite matches. I mean, that could be both, and I don't know if that's your favorite match. But first of all, it was TOS 2. One of your stupid gang affiliated MDK faithful decided, you know, to write that. But I wanted to one of your favorite matches. I mean, dude, you probably have a few, so you can name them off. But if you can explain why.
Oh, man. Oh, I don't even watch my matches, man. So I couldn't even tell you.
Dude, it's really, I mean, it's an honor to be one of your favorites. And I really do appreciate it. I know that I made you look better than you really were. So, you know, you're welcome for one of them. But continue. I would like to hear more.
I'm trying, kid. I'm thinking here, but that's why I'm closing my eyes. Favorite. What was my favorite fucking match? Everything was on cylinders. Boom, boom. Good.
there
I really don't.
any matches that stick out to you, man? Like,
all right. I like some of the Cage of Death matches. I like the one where they had the thing in the air where you could walk.
yeah.
Sky in the air. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Do you know who'd you work?
It was 5 versus 5, remember? And I started the thing.
Was it by any chance like was the whole thing made out of wood that oh man, like that
Cage of Death and what
like I know that man, like there was the one where like Scrawny made the whole fucking thing out of wood, and I remember as a fan being there watching it, watching him make it for like 3 hours until the match finally started. I don't know if it was that one. Cage of Death suspended.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
It was so cool looking.
Dude,
I don't know, man. I don't have.
That's cool, dude. I mean, if you don't watch your matches back because you're just that much of a star, that's cool. But let me ask you this one. And you already kind of dabbled in. You mentioned them, CZW and DJ Hyde. What went wrong?
Yeah.
What went wrong with the whole relationship that you were like, fuck this, I'm out? And then obviously, I think the last good Cage of Death was the one, where you guys, with John Carlo, who made that call, which was right, to bring you guys in at GCW and try to make it something. So what went wrong before that? Because you already weren't in CZW. You already weren't working, So how the relationship really hit the fucking fan?
He was lying. He was saying he was sending me money. He said he was sending me cards and all this shit, man, and none of that shit was going down.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, man. I don't like the way he treated all the old school boys that built that company, and once he got hold of it, started kicking all them to the curb. I didn't like how he handled Nate and Dewey, man.
Yeah.
That was the last. So.
I mean, I remember when I was there, and then, I would do like a fucking Dojo Wars, and then I would come over to the compound, and then I'd be sitting with you, and you're like, dude, you got to get the fuck out of there. And, like me just being insane, just thinking, no, it's going to change. Like, I'm going to get an opportunity, and it never fucking happened. And then, I finally, after years, did it.
The only opportunity he got was corner bombed, where they threw you over the ropes.
With what? Oh, the fucking buckle bomb, you asshole! First of all, I had more opportunity than that. Yeah, that was with Nate Carter, but like that's dude. And you know what the shitty part about that? Like Nate from the Rep is one of my best friends in wrestling, and obviously he didn't mean to do that. Like his dreads were in his face, and I was like, dude, you're fine, and I wasn't. Like he wasn't in the middle, but afterwards I had to leave my car there. I broke my collarbone and my wrist during that match, and DJ, nice of him because he was away when this Dojo Wars happened, picked me up. And then the first thing he says in the car is, Nate lost a lot of bookings because of this. And I go, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's what you say to me? Like at that point, you're like, all right, I get it.
Yeah, he's a clown.
So, but yeah, I mean, dude, I get it. Like, I mean, the way that he treated everybody after you, after you were in prison, like, is bullshit. It's, Yeah. I don't know.
So get you a question.
What's that?
What is your goals for 2021?
To get fucking signed. And make all the money I can, and to make the best fucking, impression, brother. I'm just trying to make it. Make a name.
You're breaking up.
Oh, I thought you were fucking about ready to give me the shit. I said I'm trying to make as much money as I can, make a name, and fucking get over as much as I can. That's what we're all fucking trying to do. Try to have the best matches I can, but you can't do it without opportunity.
Okay.
Do you have any feedback, sir?
Where you booked that
Say again.
right now?
We got No Peace, H2O, and there's a few others. I mean, but like those are my like my consistent ones that I got. Dude, are you gonna shit on me on my own fucking show?
Breaking in and out.
Oh, well, what did you hear? What did you hear
Can't
last?
understand you.
Nick, what did you hear? What did the last thing you hear? Yo.
Yo.
What was
I can hear you.
You can hear me? I said, what was the last thing you heard?
Out.
Well, dude, stop moving your fucking phone. So I right now, I mean, for the most is, do you hear me? Jesus Christ. Dude.
Your fucking shit sucks.
Dude, it's not me. It's your fucking
I'm coming over to your house. I'm going to start fixing this real fucking fast.
Dude, first of all, it's your fucking flip phone that you got there. And I'm sorry that the quality in Jersey ain't that fucking good compared to what I got. But it's not my problem. All right? So, do you hear me now? Did you hear that?
You
Or do
suck.
you see this?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to drive over to your house. And I'm going to pound your face into your laptop. And then we're going to see if it works.
Okay. Dude, I'll leave my door open. I dare you. Get in the car.
Okay.
Well, let's finish this interview thing first.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll text it to you before I say this shit out loud. I don't need 50 of your fucking gang affiliated members at my door.
Yeah, they will be too.
Yeah, I know. So you know what? This is my next question. It's how do you determine who is in your MDK gang? Like, do they have to buy a T-shirt? Do they have to push you extra hard during your entrance? What is it?
They just got to give me good vibes, man, and they got to give me good energy, man.
Yeah.
And they got to be crazy, That's what I need when I'm wrestling. I need my gang to make the most noise, getting fucking rowdy and crazy, and that gets me fired up to get in that ring and rip you apart.
Yeah. All right. Next. This is a fan question.
Right.
If any wild animal tried to square up with you, which one would you have more of a chance with? A bear, a lion, an ape, or schlack, or birds?
Or slack?
No. It's an ape.
No.
Or birds. Dude, birds would fuck you up.
Say one. Give me the lineup one more time.
A bear, a lion, an ape, or birds.
I'll take the lion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
I'll break his fucking neck. Yeah.
All right. And then here's the next one. And this is mine. Because I think everybody needs to hear this and I need to hear their opinion on it. Because this is probably how you and I became, more acquainted. Because before you were just treating me like, hey kid, hey, how you doing? Like a child. And then when we sat at a table, it was me, you, Brett, and Tim Donst, who I got a question for you, or not a question, but I got a reaction for you. If I had a 5-minute head start in the woods, would you be able to track me down, catch me, and kill me?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes. Didn't we already discuss this?
Yeah, and we never had an answer, but I feel like your fucking MDK gang needs to fucking hear that and then give their opinion. Dude, first of all, like, you're not a hunter. What, are you going to, like, catch my footsteps? Like, you're not going to, like, do any of that. And plus, I'm faster than you.
You know I'm not a hunter.
I'll bet 90% of my shit that you're not a hunter.
Okay. I'm a hunter.
Yeah.
Crossbow. I used to crossbow.
Dude, you ain't tracking me down, and you ain't catching me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you might, even if you did catch me, you wouldn't kill me. I mean, you might rob me.
No.
Or try.
No, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to paralyze you. So you can cry every day you wake up. Saying, fuck, I'm in this wheelchair.
Oh, shit.
I don't want this wheelchair no more. Why did Nick Gage do this to me?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, shit, right.
Oh, man, dude, there's just so much I can learn from you. I can't wait for you to have a podcast, Look. What'd you say?
Look at that.
The hell what are you eating?
Cream.
Yeah.
I'm on a diet.
Yeah, right.
It's called zebra cake roll diet.
Yeah. So all right, about Tim Donst. Because he's the one that asked that question, like, years ago when we fucking met. Or not when we met, I mean when we, like, we're all chilling after a show. But you were Tim Donst's first match back, when he was cleared. Because he had to semi-retire from wrestling because of cancer, and then when he was cleared, he just said,
"Is that legit?
Huh?
Did we lock that cancer down? Was that legit?
Oh, yeah,
cancer?
This was you were his first match back, and all he said was when you guys wrestled, he was like, man, he did not hold the fuck back."
Who didn't hold it back, me?
Yeah, you. Who else was in the fucking match?
Yeah. Fuck Tim Donst.
I agree. I 100% agree. But he wanted,
Tim
wanted
Donst,
to bring it up.
Shout out to Tim Donst, man. He's a friend of mine. He will always be a friend of mine. I thought we had some really good matches, man. Them couple matches were fun.
Dude, he's a good fucking worker. He has
wrestling this one place where.
Dude, the thing is, man, with him, he's one of those dudes that I interviewed him on my show. That he has like one of those great minds for the business that I don't think get appreciated enough. You know, like we were talking earlier about storylines, you know, or stories in wrestling. And you know, I what I wanted to ask you was what do you do normally? You know, I mean, I know every single person is different, you know, but when you work with everybody, how do you like to tell a story in a match? Like, how do you like to come up with, you know, the beginning and the end? You know, how do you work? Because everybody works different. There's some people from like they want to finish to the beginning. You know, there's tons of fucking different ways. How do you work?
How do I work?
I mean, when you and I worked, like I called it. Like I was like, yo, they were doing this, this, and this, and you were like, yes, sir. And I remember that, and like I appreciated you, you know, doing that. But how do you work normally?
You're a liar. What are you laughing about?
No, nothing, sir.
Yeah.
No, but how do you like to call a match? Like, what goes through your head when you want to tell a story?
I don't know, man. I don't really like talking about this shit online, man. I'm old school, bro.
All right.
You know?
So you like to kill everybody. All right, whatever. I get it. That's
I watched that Kurt Angle shit. He's doing with Comrade Thompson right now.
Yeah.
The Kurt Angle. And it just, man, the way they talk about shit just makes me cringe a little bit. So.
You don't like going in, you know, you don't like going in on it.
Nope.
Dude, that's cool. I get it.
Listen, I call a match, and I like to fucking get that shit started hot, rocking. Depends what the, what the storyline is. Depends what's going on between me and my opponent. It all comes down to that. You know? But
yeah.
I'm an orthodox kind of caller, man. I'm a brawler, man. I'm from the ECW era. So a lot of that shit, I try to call out there, man, and see how it goes.
Dude, I love that. The less, dude, I mean, I think the less you call, you know, the more you're listening, and then the more, organic that it is. Like, you know, it makes more sense. So I'm right there with you. You know, if you wanted to go out there, I mean, because I know I'd kick the shit out of you. But if you were to be like, hey, let's go out there, let's just figure it out. And I'd be like, all right. I mean, I ain't worried, you know? So.
Yeah, you're worried. You didn't kick my ass the last show.
Dude. Yeah, I did.
You know what happened last show. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. You know exactly what happened? Like, first of all, let's talk about fucking On Point. When, you know, we have a first blood match, right? You know, this is a long time coming. We have a fucking a first blood match, and then guess what? We both bleed at the same time. So you know what that means? That means somebody stays the On Point heavyweight champion. But no, not if Nick Gage is wrestling, because he just grabs a mic and everybody goes by his rules. You know, you're full of shit. You know, and
I do whatever the fuck I want to do in any promotion.
Yeah, all right, Bam Margera. But, like, all I'm hearing is, like, wow, like, somebody like Loudy who caved because he's afraid of you, you know, is what happened. Huh?
If anyone, Margera, that's you.
No,
You're over there sipping the wine. Finish the whole bottle of wine on this sit-down.
Yeah, I did, because I'm not a bitch. Like, first of all, like, I'm just telling you, like, you know, just to go, I'm done talking about it. I already made my point, and every one of your stupid MDK faithful is going to hear it, is that I should still be champ because you can't just grab a mic and make up rules as you go along.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
I'm at my house right now.
I'm at my house.
Yeah, well, belt's at my house. If you want to fight down at the park for the belt, I got no problem doing that. We don't need a ring.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, we just need a camera. That's all, because I need people to see it.
No cameras or nothing.
No, that's not fucking fun. Like, dude, I need the support.
Well, because you will have two black eyes, and they'll be like, "Well, where happened there?"
Dude, I will rip your eyes out. I swear to God. Next time I fucking see you, like, all right. Let me just get back to here. I'm trying to be a host of a show. All right.
Another 10 minutes.
We're really digging it in anyway. I only got like a couple more for you, man.
All right, because I got a college basketball on right now.
Yeah, it's March Madness. I understand. All right, just hit me with these two questions. We both got to go out because what, it is Friday. It's not a Wednesday show where that I had planned. And
Oh.
And I get it. And I get it. You had some gang shit or whatever the fuck, you want to call it that you had going on. So, I don't want to get involved. But, so a couple of my last questions, man, are who, if anyone, and you can name a few, is still on your bucket list to wrestle that could still happen, but hasn't yet? Like, who's somebody on that list you're like, I want to fucking wrestle that guy? Like, I mean somebody that you would actually have a meaningful, not like, yeah, I would wrestle him. I mean, somebody you would still want to and, like, look forward to it.
John Moxley.
You guys ever had a one-on-one? Or do you mean
we have
now?
Yeah, we're two different wrestlers than
Absolutely.
we were back in the day. And I know he's dying to get into a real death match, not none of that pussy ass shit AEW be doing.
Dude, absolutely, man. And deathmatch wrestling, dude, like this shit that I got involved in is an addiction. Like, when you start doing it, man, you really start fucking loving it. And I know that it's been a while for him to really be in something nuts, really feel, really bleed, and feel that fucking tear in your skin type of shit. So John Moxley?
I mean, there's plenty of them, man. I mean, I would love to wrestle Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
I would love to wrestle him. I will wrestle my boy Cole.
Yeah, awesome. Adam Cole, yeah.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. That's my buddy, man. So I would love to wrestle him. Love to wrestle Samoa Joe. That's my buddy. That's my boy. There's a list of them. It's all in the WWE. You ever notice? I wrestled that whole locker room in 2019.
Shit. I mean, dude, it's all still possible, and it's all gonna happen. Like, you ain't going anywhere. Don't fucking ever tell me. Like, I mean, apparently you're all healed up, right?
Yeah, they hit me up the other day.
Who?
WWE.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they want me to come in and what is that called? Like, not train, but like, show your shit.
Do you want to, give them the fuck is it called? Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. So you just want to, oh yeah, did they? Who called, was it Vince?
Mm-hmm.
Who called you?
What? No, Vince definitely didn't call me. It was Talent Relations that called me.
Yeah?
A.K.A. Adam Pierce. Adam Pierce called me because I know Adam Pierce.
Yeah.
And, you know, they said, we heard about your following. We don't agree on your wrestling ability, but I think we could change it. And why don't you come down for a tryout? So I'm sitting there thinking about if I want to or not.
What does it hurt? This is my last question for you. What do you want to be remembered for?
The greatest deathmatch wrestler in the whole entire world.
Fair enough, man. Dude, Nick.
And also, listen, also I want to be known as a true motherfucker, man. A real motherfucker that goes around and helps the young talent and talks to the boys and gets them fired up. And I just love seeing the passion that I have in this business when other guys have the same passion I do. And it's awesome, man. So I love doing shit like that.
Dude, I mean, listen, you know, to be real, you know, you're definitely one of my you're one of my good friends in wrestling. You're somebody I can fucking hit up at any time. Do you hear me? Jesus Christ. You hear me?
Yep.
I was saying you're one of those guys that I can hit up anytime, get an opinion off of. Yeah, you know, fuck around a lot. You know, and I mean most of what I say, and I know you do too. But you know, like, you're one of the realest motherfuckers I ever met. I'm glad that I got. I'm really happy I finally got to have you on my show. I swear to God, I would never fucking wait this long. If this was your last time ever, I'd fucking go to Camden and I would beat the shit out of you, and I would put a fucking speaker in front of your face for the whole thing. I swear to God, I would. I was getting that pissed off, but I love you to death, man, and I respect you so much, so much more. So I can't appreciate you enough for, you know, what you did for me, and you know, and how you contributed to what I've done. You know, as little as it is, but I appreciate you so much. And I fucking really hate myself for having to say that in front of people.
Well, thank you, Kit. I appreciate that, man. And you're a friend of mine too. So if anybody fucks with you, you're fucking with me, man. And if you get in a fight and someone tries to jump you, I got no problem knocking that motherfucker out for you, man. With a weapon in my motherfucking hand. So you know what that means?
Yeah.
You're gang affiliated.
No,
that means you're
Don't
untouchable.
do not
And if
put me in
someone tries to listen, and if someone tries to touch you, I'm gonna take my weapon and I'm gonna poke his ass up. So anybody listen to this, leave Kit fuck alone. He's MDK Gang affiliated, motherfuckers.
Whoa. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? Since you're part of the gang now, you need to represent the motherfucking gang. And if I find out you're being a pussy, I will hunt you down like the dog that you are, and I will poke your ass up, motherfucker.
I heard that laugh. Tell Sanj to calm down.
Right.
Listen, well, you know what, man? I thank you for coming on here, brother.
Nah, I thank you, King. I wanna say one more thing before we get out of here, man.
Absolutely.
I just want to give a shout out to all my murder, death, kill gang members around the fucking world, man. I get hits from New Zealand. I get hits from Australia, Germany. I get hits from Japan. I get hits from Canada. I get hits from around the fucking world, man. So shout out to all my murder, death, kill gang members around the fucking world. They know I do this shit for them. And if they weren't here cheering for me, I wouldn't be here right now. And I also wouldn't be doing what I love. And that's professional and deathmatch wrestling. So I want to say to all them gang members out there, I salute you. And I want to say thank you. And I also want to say, free my boy 2-6. Let him out of prison back in my life and back into his family's life. That's it.